Well, we've got nothing but time.
At least 7 months. I'm pregnant.
How many?
It's yours. You're the only man I've had unprotected sex with.
All right, haves and have-not fans. For many people, this moment of the haves and the have-nots was as big, or the anticipation was up there with Zach and Fatima getting back together on Sisters. And mind you, that will they won't they dynamic only started recently compared to the haves and the have-nots, where it's been going on for years, it seems, in our time. But Candace has dropped the bombshell that she's pregnant, and it's Charles's, because she says that before he can even finish saying, so how many, you're the only man I've been with unprotected. So I know some people were saying, well, Jeremy, she meant recently. No, she did not say recently. So yeah, let's jump into this. Make sure you take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. So in this particular situation, yes, she says it's been about 2 some months she's been pregnant. And that, give or take, is around the time frame that her and Charles have known each other, even though I feel like it's been a lot shorter than 2 months. But like I said, I don't think Charles is the father. I think it could be either Oscar or Warlock before their untimely murders, not demises. So I know people are saying, I've been saying, just like the lion tattoo, when I almost spent like a damn year saying Derek was the guy, but people were calling me every name but a child of God, and I was right. I was saying for a long time that if Candace is pregnant, it is not Charles's kid. I don't think it's Charles's kid, because narratively speaking, it would be more effective for it to be either Warlock or Oscar's. Charles is a happy ending, which Candace does not deserve. I don't care how they try to spin Candace's character, like Landon is trying to get the media to do the same for her in the world of the haves and have-nots, but Candace is not a good person. I'm not saying people can't change, but people need to pay the consequences and repercussions of their actions. So I think I was, my mom and I, we were making the same face at each other during this scene when, like, Candace addressed, okay, that's all you have to say. We need to see each other soon. Can I call you when I get to DC? Sure. It's like Charles went from, hey, baby. It's like Cedric from the Steve Harvey show talking to Levita. Hey, honey bump, I know you're mad at me, but why don't you jump in the Honda? We'll go down to Red Lobsters, get some biscuits. So it's like, Charles is all, hey, I want to see you, want to talk to you. And I've already talked about the inconsistency of Candace talking about how the last time I saw you, I was stuffed in the trunk of a car. Charles went to the hotel to see your ass not too long ago. So are we just going to forget about that? So I feel like that particular scene was probably like a reshoot, and we're watching a scene that, I don't know. I feel like either these scenes were filmed out of order, aired out of sequence, or I don't know. But Tyler Perry does all the writing, so I don't know. But it's like you ignored the fact that Charles went there face to face to see you, so that would have made things a little bit differently if that was addressed. But no. You just notice how Charles's demeanor went from, finally glad I'm able to talk to you, to, I don't really know what to say. We should talk. I mean, it's hard to tell, like, and another key thing to think about is Landon's face, when initially Candace was like, you chose, your career and whatnot over me, and then Charles like, no, it doesn't matter anymore, and then Landon's like, what the fuck, man, we ain't throwing away this shit, you the president-elect, and, he went from, I'm ready to just throw it all away, now it's like, oh, you're pregnant, ooh. So this could go from, Secret Service having her back and protecting her at all costs to, yeah, if Candace strays into trouble, who cares at this point? So they know Candace has a lot of enemies. Remember Kyle, and remember, what the hell is his name? Kyle and, is it Scott, right? The Attorney General, the current Attorney General, and his, right-hand man. They were plotting to kill Candace. We only got 2 episodes left, and we haven't heard from those guys since they said they'll kill Candace. So, I mean, Conley talking about getting Candace Young to be with Charles, this could be part of the agenda as well, where it's like, hey, I know something you don't, so let me cover this up, yada, yada, yada. It's hard to decipher. I mean, I mentioned a video about the whole drive-by situation and the fact that the Malones might actually kill Candace because Jim ordered a hit on her. So it's like, in that scenario, would the Secret Service step in? Or would they just allow this to happen because by eliminating Candace, you're terminating the child, so no harm, no foul. On to the next one. To be completely honest, they are better off without each other. I'm not saying that simply because Candace doesn't deserve a happy ending, but I feel like Charles kind of did to Candace what Fatima did to Zach, which is tell them some hard truths and better them in the long run. And in Candace's case, it's like, if you're going to be hung up, and I'm not saying that getting stuffed in the trunk was right, because to be honest, I felt slightly bad for her, only because Charles was the one that made it seem like, hey, I want to take you out of the ghetto and make you first lady and everything. And up until that, basically, he was down with Candace until shit hit the fan and his reputation was buried as a result. And that's when he decided to fire Landon, get rid of Candace, and now all of a sudden you want her back. Yeah, Candace has used people, extorted, robbed, cheated on, had affairs, orchestrated deaths, and murdered people herself. But looking at what Charles did, it's like, you literally did this. Like, you want to blame everybody else, but you did this. Kind of like, you know, when Candace was going off on everybody about her son dying, or, you know, that's my money, you killed my son. You did that. So I feel like they both have a lot of growing up to do before they even try to get back together. But I don't know, just the way Charles said it. I mean, you could argue that maybe Candace is saved by Charles and Secret Service because instead of going straight to DC, maybe he makes a, you know, pit stop to pick her up or check in on her. I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see. And hopefully he doesn't get assassinated. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this pregnancy will bring them together? Do you think it will make them move further apart from each other? Do you even think it is Charles's baby? Like I said, we only got 2 episodes left. I don't give a crap. I mean, this was something that should have been addressed a long time ago, but they're trying to squeeze shit in, and it's like, with as dry as these episodes have been, who really cares? But thanks so much for tuning in, and if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.